You'd think it would be enough for filmmaker James Wan, Furious 7 Aquaman, to have two hugely successful horror franchises under his belt, Saw and Insidious, both co-created with writing partner Lee Wannell. But then he also went and created The Conjuring, which since its debut in 2013 has produced 8 films in total, grossing over $2 billion at the box office. Starting as a 1970s ghost series based on the real-life investigations of married paranormal snoops Lorraine and Ed Warren, the Conjuring universe has sprawled into a franchise that not only keeps track of the Warrens' demon-busting adventures, but also delves further into the haunted backstories of these cases with prequel installments set decades before the Warrens show up. So are you looking to watch these Conjuring films as they were released, or do you want to absorb all the spookiness via chronological binge? Kicking things off in 1950s Romania with The Nun. Whatever the case, you'll find both Conjuring movies in order lists below while we wait for The Conjuring 4. How many The Conjuring movies are there? There are 8 total movies set within the Conjuring universe. 3 Conjuring movies, 3 Annabelle movies, The Nun, and The Curse of La Llorona. 2 future films have been confirmed, The Nun 2, 2023, and The Crooked Man, today. 1. The Nun, 2018. The Nun is a spin-off of The Conjuring 2. It tells the story of the demonic nun Valak, who appears in The Conjuring 2. The movie stars Tessa Farmiga as Sister Irene and Damien Bichir as Father Burke, 2 Catholic priests who are sent to investigate a haunted abbey in Romania. You can watch the trailer for The Nun by checking the description. 2. Annabelle, Creation, 2017. Taking place after The Nun in 1955 California, Annabelle Creation was the 4th installment in the Conjuring universe, but the second chronologically, depicting the origin of franchise breakout star Annabelle, the creep-haunted doll. It's the story of a doll maker who opens his home to 6 orphans and a nun, only to have an ancient evil released in his own house. You can watch the trailer for Annabelle Creation by checking the description. 3. Annabelle, 2014. The second film made in the Conjuring universe, even before The Conjuring 2, was prequel Annabelle, taking place in 1967 in Southern California, 12 years after the official origin of the doll. Annabelle tells the story of a young doctor and his wife who bring the doll into their home to reside amongst other scary-looking dolls, only to have it make their life a living hell. You can watch the trailer for Annabelle by checking the description. 4. The Conjuring, 2013. The movie that started it all, The Conjuring, starred Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as real-life paranormal investigators/ghost hunters Lorraine and Ed Warren, whose exploits reportedly inspired the Amityville Horror, as they aid the besieged Parent family in 1971. On Rhode Island, series creator James Wan directed this first outing, marking the 3rd official blockbuster horror franchise he created. You can watch the trailer for The Conjuring by checking the description. 5. Annabelle Comes Home, 2019. Next up is Annabelle Comes Home, taking place only 1 year later in the story. In 1972, the Warrens' young daughter, Judy McKenna Grace, must contend with Annabelle and other demons who escape the Warrens' artifact room while the couple is away. Conjuring Universe, and It, Chapter 1 and 2. Writer Gary Dauberman makes his directorial debut here. You can watch the trailer for Annabelle Comes Home by checking the description. 6. The Curse of La Llorona, 2019. Based on the Latin American folklore of La Llorona, this Conjuring universe spin-off follows a mother in 1973 Los Angeles who must save her children from a malevolent spirit trying to steal them. Starring Linda Cardellini and Raymond Cruz, The Curse of La Llorona is the most detached and removed tale from the franchise's ongoing story, only featuring Tony Amendola's father Pires from Annabelle as a connecting character. You can watch the trailer for The Curse of La Llorona by checking the description. 7. The Conjuring 2, 2016. Based on the events of the Enfield poltergeist in England, The Conjuring 2 brings back Lorraine and Ed Warren, now notorious from the Amityville case, as they help a family being haunted by a malevolent spirit in 1977. Whereas the first Conjuring movie brought about the Annabelle films, this one initially introduced the nun, who would go on to receive her own prequel. James Wan also returned to direct. You can watch the trailer for The Conjuring 2 by checking the description. 8. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, 2021. The actual 8th film made in the franchise is also the 8th film you should watch if you're doing a chronological binge. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It brings us into the 80s with a ghoulish tale based on the real-life trial of Arne Cheyenne Johnson, who claimed demonic possession after murdering his landlord. Lorraine and Ed Warren are drawn into the case after they'd apparently exorcised a demon out of a young boy's body, accidentally causing it to flee into Arne. You can watch the trailer for The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It by checking the description. The Conjuring movies have been a critical and commercial success. They have grossed over $1.9 billion worldwide, making them the highest-grossing horror film franchise of all time. The movies have been praised for their scares, atmosphere, and performances. They have also been criticized for their violence and jump scares. Overall, the Conjuring movies are a well-made and entertaining series of horror films. They are sure to scare you, but they will also leave you thinking. Future of the Conjuring movies. For those patiently waiting for more Conjuring films, have no fear. The Conjuring 4 is already in the works. However, this film could possibly be the last. Though not directly confirmed, James Wan did make mention of potentially wrapping up the Warren stories in an interview with Collider. A TV series set in the Conjuring universe was also recently greenlit for the streaming service Max, and spinning out from the main Conjuring movies. Fans also have The Nun 2 to look forward to, which is set to release this year on September 8.